mix up. We none of the mix up. We fix up the thing them when them want fix up. Like who I tell lie, who I get them dicks up. And I'm not the person I don't get it twisted up.
Welcome to another episode of the My 2 Cents Podcast. I'm your host, TU-LOX'S, the 876 Rebel. And as usual, today's episode will be brought to you by Rebel 13 Collections, where creativity lives. We also do everything printing except fingerprinting. And remember, to support the merchandise, you can just simply check out www.rebel13.net or call us on 876-8989-888. Seen? We also provide the best in embroidery services. Seen? Also brought to you by Madvert Multimedia. If it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. Also brought to you by AV Auto Body Repairs. Check them out on Instagram at AV Auto Body Repairs. Them fully auto. Also, I got a reminder to check out TU-LOX'S book, Planet Hurt. See? Available on all digital platforms. See? Available in Jamaica at jamaicadeals.com. As usual, you know me do the thing. Before I start the show, I give you the strength. All of the people that know say, yo, I got you in the struggles. And no matter when I got you, I got to fight and make it work. No care how the struggles try to bring you down. You stay up. The one you buy, Yuda and Kali.
Real life story. A whole heap of struggle man got you in a life, you know. But you know, unless we tell you know. Grew up in a Spanish town, well poor, in a one bedroom with two door. We never have light, but we have water, so you know, say the one room clean to the core. Never finish high school, daddy low in funds, education, lock. Street wisdom, first occupation, I wash two bus every night when the boss boy bring them come. Big up my real friend named Tyrone, him show bright years when the thing done. I him first came up on a sailor, one place where them call Tile City. Socks off road, couldn't stay long, bad mind road. That could never make me thing get loud. Star sell grape and apple for a place, them I buy 2 car. But I feel proud situation, make the boss boy fire me. After that, nobody never want hire me. So me sell one be my and buy 2 car and in a 08 start run taxi. Then bad mind transport one box me. Every day police want tax me. So me get well vexed and go in the studio go vice man sang near low with taxi. Never know success would have come shortly. Dance keep road star party. All of my friends come support the thing. Call it a pass who are in Darcy. Me no like protest so me not pass. Youth rich have money and live classy. Big up Black Irish real bossy. And you give me rhythm step. I start.
That's the life of my own brother. That's the life of my own brother. That's the life of my own brother. That's the life of my own brother.
Alright, and I see that? Cool. So now go on over there, go follow you and call you them on the gram. You know that's something there. Go. See? Now last week, I posted the video with the Asafa saga, and piece of the video did missing because more while me have some technical difficulties with the software, all kind of stress. If you get that work, you to the item. See? And when me watch the video, I realize a piece of it missing. So what me do, I just post back that little piece about a minute or two on my Instagram. As a matter of fact, see the video. So quick and fast. You have this youth, this the Prime Minister. Alright, we now about to talk, see that.
You start it? Yeah. So got bumbo clock and Joe. Who are this? Me. Name Shaquille Higgins. Live on Main Street, man. Pussy one. Come to me now. You're real waste, man. Yo. Batty boy and Joe. So suck your mother. Oh, you take a curfew. After man plan to blood clot, Marco Polo, come boy. Hey boy, what's
Alright, you see that? Alright, my first concern about that clip there. I want to realize how far the people in mind rotten gone. The man get mad and chastise Andrew Holness based on the fact saying can't get to go a specific party. Not because it affect him job, you know. Not because him there our workplace and him a depend on the food and now him workplace I tell him say yo because of the curfew them have to start the half day instead of full day. I don't get it. I mean, I understand your frustration, but when you reach on them levels there, till you know like this Prime Minister over the fact that you can't go on party. It's shown the same thing when my eyes are telling you from day one, the people in priority. Now right. The man no vex because them kill one 10-year-old picnic down a Maxfield on a bicycle, you know. The man no vex because one stepfather a 9-year-old girl, you know. The man no vex because Jamaica economy seem to be going to hell. You know vex because the dollar declining, you know. See, and you, believe it or not, represent how most people think. Babylon go on social media for make a ass on herself. Everybody just want to be recognized, so no go all out trying to be seen and I never ever think of the repercussion. The repercussion them dead and Jamaica go to hell. Would you believe say after I post that on my Instagram, you have people that try to justify where the youth are going with? How me no know say the man did for go sell some peanut or it affect him job or him did have a stall down there. Let me tell you now why I know. In the same video the man a cuss say him no get for party. Party. Him never mention in the video. Say him vex because this are ruin him picking them food. Him never say him vex because how long the curfew you go on now. Because from the curfew start him not have a job. Him never say none of that. So clearly me mention in the video. Say the people and priorities. Wrong. Some people never like the facts and I say that. Because you find say the people when have no priority don't like when you say them not a priority. You know. The people are only vulturally aware. Them not like when you put them in them place and remind them so them have other things that make sense in a life for doing. You know. Things that can get your life in place, you know. Set up a structure in your life. Them not like that, you know. I do understand, say you have freedom of speech and you can express yourself any way you want to express yourself. Now, if you have to express yourself them way, the out of frustration for the fact say you're not going to have a job and you literally can't eat, you can't buy food. You get it? A hungry man is an angry man. But if you need to make them rant here, based on anything relevant towards your life in terms of complaining and protest, you would understand. It would have make sense to me. And not we are going to bring any kind of prosperity to our life. Oh no, this is the Prime Minister for that, you know. Not that I can't do this in the Prime Minister anyway. Because I know everything I illiteracy and darkness. Some things I can say, respectful, and it just as potent as when you shout and I make a bag of noise, or even more potent. You think say them the man they have time to look down upon foolish dog where about? Them not have time for that. In order to communicate with people like that effectively, you have to be a flying bird. Just like them. So you have to speak them language. You can't go Spain to talk English, you have to talk Spanish. So if you tell some people disrespectful if you do something, you think they're going to do it? We know so we are telling them respectfully for years and enough of the thing them are out of frustration, but they can still hold you cool. Me no say none of them frustrated over nothing will make no kind of logical sense to no life. Majority of them. We're not cost for the right for party. And for no whole life surrounded by party. Because if I'm a JLP, a PNP party. And when I say party, you know, I'm not anti-party, you know. Everybody need a party here and there for unwind. Relieve stress. You know what I mean? Just easy. Put your foot up and just enjoy one scenery somewhere. Everybody need that. But guess what? I don't know about the rest of the world, but at Jamaica I come from. Jamaicans take party into another level. You have Jamaicans who borrow loan for go party. Borrow loan for go one party. And if you tell them say, yo, borrow a business loan and start a business, them tell you say, that come with too much risk. It come with too much risk for pay back a business loan. How you pay back a loan for go one party? The reason why you borrow the money in the first place is because you don't have the money for party. So where you get the money for pay it back? But if you did borrow a business loan, you could have used the business, pay back the loan, and go party. But you're not ready for that conversation yet. If a party more important to you than knowing your legislative rights, your basic human rights, you're a delinquent, and that's my opinion. And me I eat that too. Because if your mind always in the wrong, all you have to know your rights. Now today me I talk about two things, unity and priorities. Now, when me make the post, I may say to some people, say, yo, the people in priority wrong. Enough of them people are priority wrong. They attack me. Honestly, I have no proof of this. Alright, I have no proof. Priority in wrong. I know what over there.
When women really want to party.
Roach party we are going. Our man left the key man and she want. She said she forgot Friday, I think. Our man lock her in. She have a teeth out. Forgot Friday, I think. Yeah?
Yes, Major. One again. Don't let it go. Daddy, come out.
Yeah? Drizzling wet right now, yeah? Drizzling wet right now. Yeah, watch teacher, man.
Want to see that? That is a girl where make some man come her yard and a tear off her grill. For she come out of the house for go fry eye roach party. You can just imagine. Termite a tear off grill for go roach party. Insect world. Me bet you win. Say anyhow that was a job she figure for. She'd have sit down in the house and say, I can't come out, so I can't get the liquor work, I have to just make it go on. Done? If a school she did figure, she not tear off the grill like. You know, so them locked up in the house. But Friday them have them party. And fly high, fly low. She have to go around a Friday because it go hype. And guess what chances are she gonna run a Friday curfew hours, police currently dance, take them away. Andrew Holness get peer tag and the cycle continues. Because nobody now want to take responsibility for them own life. Go in them lens here for go and party. Now benefit you unless you're a Friday. You have to be a promoter. That is how it benefits you. And as I say, I have a problem with the party itself. But we, especially Jamaican people, we live for party. And then you know the crave for party bring power life, more stress, more liability. You need the clothes, you need the shoes, you need everything. Every single day you go on party, I try to wear different clothes. Till you don't want to borrow people clothes. Yeah, and people in an argument over them things because you can't stop party. Everybody have like them little clothes and shoes here and there, you know. But when clothes and shoes are your main priority in a life because you just want constantly party and look good in a fake world right round the clock, the real world slip past you in a second. As you lock your up me back so you hate it. Alright, we are going to the main topic now for today's scene. I'm not even say nothing. Before me talk, see if you're there.
Mr. Andrew Holness, I'm here today seeking some form justice from you or maybe the state. I may ask your help for doing this. I'm here today because my daughter, Nzinga Kande Skin, she has been victimized by the police, very much victimized. She had some money with the police the other day. She got locked up, she got a court date, she got fined. But because of a misunderstanding, the fine wasn't paid, but she ended up at the lockup, even though eventually the fine was paid and she came out. But Mr. Holness, my problem is, my daughter is 19 years of age. From she born until the 22nd of July, she is a Rasta. She grows her locks from she born until that day. And she got locked up and a police corporal down at the Fort Pass police station, her name is Constable Michelle, she trimmed my daughter's locks.
Now, I not even have to explain because them do it already. So, before I start talking, I'm going to say, alright, someone might have seen different versions of the video. So, the things where this video said might not fully coincide with some of the things where your video, where you watch, might say, because them do different interviews. The mother and the daughter do different interviews to different media houses. So, according to what me learned from the situation, quick and fast, quick synopsis. She take a taxi somewhere in Clarendon and police and the taxi man get in an altercation. She somehow get involved. Them carry her to Fort Pass police station in Clarendon where she was charged for assault or something like that. See? And the wickedest part of the judgment is the fact. So no breach our constitutional human rights. When you bring her in on the station and somebody cut off her locks, allegedly. The thought of that make anybody angry. But here me ask the people them to do. Do not broad brush. This is not and a police trim her locks entirely. A one person done a 4 parts police station cut her locks. one person is being accused of this gross misconduct, miscarriage of justice. See, this is a police woman that take emancipation too serious. Through emancipation and independence weekend, we have to emancipate the woman of our locks. Who go with the right to do that? But the wickedest thing I'm finding in the story is like, some things just, I don't know. I know that them have bat in a station, gun in a few drawers, something. You have police paraphernalia in a station. But me never know, say police have scissors lying around waiting to trim Rasta when them come a station. I'll know me can't come to myself with the facts of the police. Get a scissors readily available to cut the locks. And if that was the case, where the scissors them just there in the station readily available, this premeditated. Because matter of fact, the little girl said when them trim her with one scissors and it now work, maybe the scissors are dull, them send for your next scissors. So this place is obviously not a police station. It should now be called the Four Parts Barber Shop. I might as well them just have a motto. Welcome to the Four Parts Barbers, where we'll never cut the fuckery, but we'll cut your locks. And guess what? After we cut your locks, we'll give it back to you for you to take home as a souvenir, and you can put it in the top drawer. One of the things the police are trim Rasta in Jamaica, and nothing new in a modern time. Who would have thought that we would have basically relive April 11 to 13, 1963, Coral Garden Massacre? While nobody might not have lost their lives in this, them lose them dignity, them pride, them self-respect, everything you can. This wicked. This is comparable to slavery, to rape. Big violation. This is one of the biggest violations we hear about in a minute. But guess what? This is not an isolated incident, people. Make a reminder now, you can Google it. Who knows the entertainer when named Jador? Where them carry him to Sunday gas station, where police trim him to Sunday. And guess what? High profile probe was supposed to be in another incident that we know. So here I can rate them on them high level probe now, see? Because the commissioner at any time can either put the officers involved on suspension or interdiction, see, or treat the case similar to how you treat the situation when a prisoner escapes. The commissioner first step is to draw up everybody were involved in another situation, whether warder, whether police, anybody were involved in another situation there, him draw them up. And make sure them know the result of them action are going to bring repercussion. But guess what happened? All these things that gets done urgently when it concerns the state. Because remember, so when prisoner escape, the whole of uptown and everybody are fretting because you have some dangerous men on the loose, so them deal with that with the utmost urgency. So everybody were involved upon suspension and everything, because guess what? The commissioner want them to still at work and possibly might corrupt the case, contaminate the case. So guess what? When things like that happen, him get rid of everybody from out of the space concerning the investigation. So why when them things happen like what happened to that girl at Clarendon? What happened to Jador when them trim him out? Why you can't put people on suspension? Same time, no waiting. Immediately the commissioner have the powers to do that, but them not do it when them consider say, oh, not a dread, please, who them? But ramp with somebody from uptown and see if head no roll. Ramp with one of them powerful first class citizen there. Because yes, you have first class, second class, third class, worst class, every class. Them class we are classified. Then put we in our groups. The higher ups, the kind of higher ups, middle class, first class, all of the class them set them that way there so them know how to deal with you based on your class. So when you're worst class, like ghetto people, who kind of probe them are going to set? Who them are going to put on suspension? Who them are going to send for interdiction? Feet no mess with the case. Them are going to make them keep working so them can fix them problem themselves. But when the victim is a poor ghetto person, worst class, wanna just drag on a foot. Because they're important like the last name them around the country. So yes, we do live in our country. We deal with it according to class. And if we did think Green Bay killing or Coral Garden massacre dead, we don't make a sad mistake. Same way how racism not really dead enough. Systems will go quiet, but systems never die. As long as somebody's still around that knows how to work the system can remain alive and well. And classism is alive and well in Jamaica. Classism and racism like a cousin. See? Racism up and running, classism up and running too. Fully. Same way. Just because them gone quiet doesn't mean say it not exist. Them dirty ways are gonna just come out now and then for some little incidents like these. Them trim the man too pick them. All know what come out of that. High level probe. The same high level probe when I tell that little girl here. No. The same energy when you have for the suck your mother warrior them. And carry them in a station and embarrass them thoroughly. Why don't you just bring out female squaddy? And just say, hey girl, apologize to the people with the same energy where you use and cut off in locks. Why you not that? Poor people not even worth an apology. So bad not so bad. The commissioner now intercede on our behalf and put nobody on leave or interdiction. So the case not get corrupt. Bad not so bad no do that enough. But not even an apology poor people can get. Watch another thing of people, all these sheeps. See? The system respect the system. Because check this. Warmington, the politician. You remember that video that went viral? Where the man had dissed the police them, bad word after bad word after bad word, and this man was not arrested. And you tell me, say, luckily when them try to accost Warmington, and him behave that way there. Him just lucky that day that he buck up in a two of the most intelligent police, calm, respectful police the force ever produced. When we watch police in a Jamaica beat all women, females who probably face the other set of thing, them get beaten. But here's a big grown man tell you bad word after bad word after bad word, and he was not even arrested. When Warmington did go on so boisterous and disrespectful, why you never carry him a station? Why you never carry him go apologize? Embarrass him, put it out, since it video. And that going to go viral, carry him to a station that's so you can't have full viral counteraction. Why you never do that? A viral him going in this up, you know. So why you never carry him to apologize to you publicly? And a do no couldn't do it. A dope you know for frightened. The politician them run the system so they manipulate it. I'ma blame the people them. Now show no why them keep on abuse me. Them abuse me because them can. I could say they're a woman. And Yana just start talk. And Yana kick off 2 days after that. Bam, you shut her box. And she just go one side. And she cry. And you come home later with KFC fear and she good. You see, every time Yana have an argument, you lean up every jaw corner where she have. You know why? Because she not going to do nothing more than ball down one corner. Because silence is consent. In most cases, for continue your abuse. But if you get one girl, where you shut her ears and by the time you look out and do a blue light, and when you look, you spend 2 years of your life at jail. And then for some miracle you come back out and she decide to forgive you and you are still there. You think you put your hand back on she? No. So you see that girl where you get abused in another situation here? A poor people. Because it go back again to priority. So we don't fight for a party. But things like them we don't fight for. 15 years ago if this did happen, Jamaica lockdown. But nobody not united again. The unity gone. Everybody because of social media turn foreigner. Jamaican and a culture again. Where we look out and we walk on the road and we see a man a beat a girl. And 10 man on him down. You have to take when body, you have to fast. Because when them and they hold him a be a lick. Every lick when he give girl, him get them back tenfold. Jamaica and states again. Everybody American now. We mind our own business. It's good to mind your own business, but you have to know which part of your business to mind. Jamaica was a place where we were our brother's keeper. We used to defend each other. We never used to allow every little thing where injustice for each man. People used to get involved. But when somebody else culture come in our life now, and we live it. It's sad. We don't care about nobody again. We see them put all women pan chuck for mass. And people in the background are dead with laugh because they have banned for them mass. When I'm American. Alright, the next thing now. Alright, back to the story now. The thing what kind of concern me is that how it happened? Them just come with a chair and say, sit down, we're going to trim you. Like, what happened? See? Because me have a couple scenario where me are running in my head. Well, me I say, well, she take it easy. Like, she just sit down and make them trim her. But then again, I go back in my own head and me I say, blow. She a female and she could simply have felt outnumbered. We don't know how much police in the station. You know what I mean? She could have just feel coward and decide to say, alright, if me have a choice to choose between my life and my locks, that choice then hard. Because your locks can grow back, your life not gonna do that. Seeing so, maybe that's why she sit down and make them trim her. Now, we have some startling revelations. According to what me hear from the Star News. Check this. Alright, so I'm gonna read this one now. For y'all who can't see it right there, so it's a big twist in haircut saga. Teenager story questioned by peers. See? Alright, this has said 3 persons who claim to be associates of Princess Nzinga King have questioned her claim that her dreadlocked hair was trimmed by a cop while she was in lockup at the 4 Parts police station in Clarendon. They told the Weekend Star yesterday that they were stunned by media reports of a high-level investigation being launched to ascertain of how King 19 lost her dreadlocks. They said that days before the matter came to public attention, King told them that she had cut off her ear. Alright, first thing I'm going to tell you now, Uno 3 where say Nzinga come telling you why she cut her locks. She, Nzinga, cut her locks. So I'm holding a more another story than a football net. Watch out now. First of all, Nzinga professed to be a real Rastafarian. See? Now, somebody would have come with major concerns and say, you know what? I'm going to cut my locks. I see some whitey fungus right here on the side. I think I'll just trim my locks. No Rastafarian. Nah, do that. Especially one Rasta and a sister locks. Somebody will basically born in a locks. If not born in a locks. Rasta never built on being conceited, vain, or self-righteous. So that like something when I pain or like she just see some whitey in her head and suddenly she just get this big idea for trim. They cut her locks because she see some fungus. And the store full of hole. Like back road. If me make a decision, I could say, I don't like Rasta again. You know, I don't want to be the Rasta. I'm decide to trim my locks. I go to a barber shop, go sit down, and when I'm done, I will be nicely groomed. You know, leave out my thing, them and me nicely marked out and ready, because just because I lose my locks, that means I don't want to get, I still want to look attractive for the opposite sex. So I go to a barber shop and sit down and get my ear nicely cut, because I don't believe in a Rasta thing again. Right? So I could say that Nzinga do. Now, here's the part I don't believe you. If Nzinga, well, not plan the robbery, plan the escape. If she did cut her own hair, she couldn't think about this, what I'm about to say. She wouldn't look so roughy on the camera. She looked like somebody will lose her locks while she was being manhandled. Picky as a little part, Rony as a Rony as a Ray, Rony as a Tay. Now, if she had made a decision to cut her locks, she would have made the blatant mistake of going to a barber shop and cut the locks there for her head and into that do neat. Now we can't hear some of them. Of course she could have did cut it herself and Ray. And I choose she do it herself because she shame. She don't want to be a Rasta dog and then she just got trim off her ear and Ray. So she stay her yard and cut it herself. That's why she looks so dog. No. I know that's why she looks so. In a modern time, when nobody have nothing to shame about, When every girl a sodomite, when everybody proud to be the bad things, she would have shame to cut off her locks. So you are telling me say more dignity and shame left in a cut in your locks more than go sleep girl to girl. More than they on Instagram every day. I downgrade on yourself as woman and I thought the worst things we're not do intentionally. That's what I easier. You are telling me say Nzinga now that all of a sudden apply apprehension to just cutting our locks. Compared to the corruption we are run now, cutting your locks at the least. When you now make up that story, it never occurred to you say, even if you don't remain anonymous, she must remember who she tell. She must remember who she tell. And then guess what? Look on it again. If she did deliberately trim her ear, fully well knowing say she tell 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, however the amount of people she tell. You know things that would give her some kind of apprehension for no say no. Me I go against the police. And it don't make no sense because I tell people say I trim already. That would occur to her now. And create an inhibition in her now. And she wouldn't bother go through with it, you know, because she remember. If she remembers, so she tell people, she don't know right this up. Say, yo, me can't go carry out this because I think they know, him know, and she know. When they remember, say me shouldn't tell nobody, me should have just come out the next day, come say police trim my locks. She must fully well know, say, if you are going to do something like this and carry it out against the government, you must know in yourself, say, you know if you tell the ants on the wall, if you say, I fly, kill it. But she have this big plan and she come tell Uno. Uno is so special. She come tell Uno, fully well knowing that she going to accuse the police of cutting her locks. No, when I say that make no sense. When not plan the robbery, plan the escape. People feel like say enough Rasta for trim. And I totally agree to because where the Rasta there right now. In a situation like this. We are there. I'll tell you. Them gone with Babylon. Babylon have them made. Can you imagine? Here why me vex with enough of Rasta them now. Real Rasta left. Me no want an argument with nobody. But the high profile Rasta them we could have did continue from Bob Marley and carry the message and the liberty to the world and continue preach it. That's the culture preserved. Then put on the way. And me blame enough of the Rasta them for the facts of corruption sneaking at the thing and change the culture to that level there. Can you imagine? You get up every day and sing about Babylon. And the things them about Babylon are going to do. And all of the predictions and the this and the that and what going to happen in the world. And to live for seed. And to still make Babylon trap catch you know. See? But guess what? At the end of the day, you don't want to be rated as lions. When I poodle, the whole of it turn pussy. Fit pussy. Everybody just tame now. And turn poodle and shih tzu because Babylon go to some termite from uptown for pacify you know. Most of the real man them we are all the trad don't have a voice because them are not the artists them. The Rasta them did a burn the fire for morning. Come prove now. So them are never no real Rasta most of them. Not all of them you know you still have real Rasta with artists left you know. But the real Rasta them now should have burn corruption. And now you get corruption for actually burn. When you used to burn corruption, it never did a full force in it. But you know burn it because nothing did to fight back. You know burn it hypothetically. But when you know burn it in practicality, you know run from reality. Then soon you run come by Instagram because you know want likes. And likes and shares and views and I do this for. See that you can't wait. Yo, people are gonna love the fact that I defend the little girl in a star. But they are gonna rate me now and like my star. Cause you know me a real Rasta in a rate, you know, cause you don't know me have to defend the thing them, you know. But you're not a hypocrite. And you're not defend nothing, you're not defend likes, shares, good name. Not good works, you know. Good name. The whole of it on some hypocrite. And most of you know where I talk. When I real Rasta. Which part of you did that? Them trim one little girl now, the whole of them chat up on the mouth. Which part of you did that? When them beat the 4-year-old to death because I eat slow. When they did that when they kill the 10-year-old at Maxfield, when they rape the old man and cut her throat. Which part of you did that? Look how much injustice are going on. Which part of you there? When them artists and I respect the culture and I put all kind of fuckery in them music video and them sang them. And I promote it, but you're not afraid to offend people. You're not afraid to talk the truth because somebody are vexed. When you deal with righteousness, you can't have no partiality. Oh, I forgot to say that, you know, no partiality. Oh, it was a slang. Ever burning fire, don't wait there. Somebody tell me, where the fire gone? And a full time them people here, open them eye. And I say, no one cares. Nobody no business with you. You have a business with yourself. We're loyal to the wrong things, priorities. If you're not pussy, we are run down a party. And then you're spending your entire life investing all of your time and energy in the wrong things. And when life passes you by and you get old and you not reach now, you know what you do? When you start blame government. No. Most of the bad things that we achieve in other life, yeah, good or bad, happened by choice. I know the government make we party away with whole entire savings. I know the government make we wake every day and look for the next fix, which is another party, which is trying to buy more clothes and shoes, and nah, man, you pick them. You don't care about nothing, you just want the spotlight. You just want to be seen. You just want to take nice pics, and you just want to live in our illusion rather than stay in the real world. Most people reject the real world because it's too truthful. The real world tell us you're not rich just so. The fake world tell us you can look rich on Instagram and social media. The real world tell you the truth and the fake world tell you the lie. And most people like liars. We know that work already. We depend on ourselves to do the wrong things. And when we start do the wrong things and it carry downhill, we start depending on the government. When I really we self, we should have depend for the end result of our life. The government now have nothing to do with it. Stop tag Andrew Oldness. The whole way you know, I uno put on yourself in it majority of the time. The government can't for years for votes for this, put them in a power. I don't know do it. Your mother before you idiot. Fear mother before she idiot. Fear father before them idiot. And everybody keep doing the same thing. And expect a fools alone do the same things where cause the problem and expect a different result. Don't ever forget that. Me not say the government innocent, you know. But most of we have the chance where we wouldn't reach a point where we need to point finger upon nobody. Switch on the finger for point, you see there? Most cases, end result, see there. The only people who truly can point finger at somebody and say, you make me not reach no way. It's a handicap, you know. You have to forgive them. Because if you not carry him go over the little place there, so go make him help himself and can do two little things over one place. And him just there 24/7. You never carry him over there, you can't walk over there. So if we're not handicapped or we don't have nothing, we are impeded from excelling in life. When we achieve nothing out of life, we can point finger upon the next man. But when we're rich, and me do it, me make me rich. But if you end up broke, a smarty make you end up broke. So if you couldn't make you rich, why you couldn't make you broke? Tell me something. I look at you, this is the Prime Minister wicked. Matter of fact, everybody, all of the suck your mother warrior them. But this is the Prime Minister. Why you never bring on a high profile probe instead of just go look for them and find them? You never do a probe and find them. So tell me something. How this woman get accused of cutting somebody's locks? I think we're personal like somebody here. And all know nobody know personally who this person is, much less if she get a charge. If somebody come say me thief, say me thief, you don't come lock me up, you know? Because the person accused me of stealing. So Nzinga accused one police woman of cutting her locks. How come we don't hear about a charge? Because remember, you know, when people accuse you of things, he said, she say no. And them are going to lock you up until you can prove say nothing go say, you know. So how come the police woman is still free? We not hear say she lose her job. We not hear nothing. We not hear say she on suspension. We not hear nothing. Because the truth is, we not care. And the people them blame. As usual, 9-day talk. Because guess what one? True not get. If you make no comments on social media, you no think so you're not part of the solution, you know. When all you really do a chat. When enough of you can't open no eye and say Babylon distract with our inner self. Nobody not come together again as a community. In flesh. Everybody there on social media and thinks that they're part of the solution. When I hear that. One time Jamaica would have mash up if something like this happen. And the government would have to set straight. Hey, Babylon happy for this, you know. Because nobody now protest nothing in a real life. You know. I think comments are change nothing, boy. You chat too much. Comments can't change nothing. So through Babylon go, you feel like you important, you can take up on the phone and say, yo, Star, I bet on them chimney little girls, Star. Yo, somebody send me a cash up. Somebody send me a GoFundMe, Star, because we need to help out. Good. It's nice if you know say you're charitable. But we have to get back to real life where we actually do real protest in a real life. About things like this and make changes. It can't happen with typing and talking. We don't chat too much. You just feel nice because you get in phone to disrespect. Get in phone quarreling. Get in phone talking. Where the action? When we will get back to action, Taki, Bogle, Nkrumah, Malcolm X, Martin Luther, Bob Marley, Mandela. When we will get back to action. When? Talking alone can't help. Talking is good for the organization. When we are going to get back to action, to changes, real changes, not just chatting. Everybody at chat now. We become a nation of talkers. One time Jamaican people was a nation of action. Certain things can't go on in Jamaica, else the people them riot. To know what I call it? All in the name of open-mindedness and freedom and 2021. But me I tell you now, the more modern time get, and the more backward the people them get. How sad is that? Real life protests are what we need back. When we used to step on the plantation, you know why the overseer used to step on the house and make sure that not two slaves no reason for more than a minute? Because we used to come together and plan revolts. And the only way them can stop with a revolt to them was for destroy the unity. Don't make nobody come together for more than a second and then can't plan nothing. And that are going now and most people blind to it. Everybody gone in at themselves, you know, so we can't get for plan. We can't get for agree upon nothing culturally or otherwise. We do. So you see people, are we blind, you know? Are we decide what to see and not to see? And the world where we gone in, we are trying to make everything right based on the facts that we're afraid to see the reality of the world, which is the world not perfect. And it's getting fucked. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see it. So when time we see the reality, we ignore it. And when we see the fake world, we hug it up because it makes us feel better about ourselves. It makes us feel safe. Sometimes we have to come out of a safe zone to see the reality of the world in order to know how to deal with it. I mean, I'm asking the people, stop tag the Prime Minister about every little thing. See? Next time before you tag at Andrew Holness JM, tag yourself. At full self. What can I do to change my situation? At full self. Why am I say the truth every day and ignore it? At full self. Why do I live in constant self-hate and blame others for my downfall? At full self. Time to start protest for the right things. At full self. Time to start act instead of talk and type. We've come to the end of another My 2 Cents podcast. Remember to subscribe, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And remember, support the Rebel 13 collections. See? Call us at 876-898-9888 or just simply link up on the website www.rebel13.net. So may I say, support make the dream work. See? Pick up all of the real rebel them, you know, Near Walker, you know, that's something they got Dwight Cooking Show, Clarendon, see?